Okay, hey everyone, we're live and we have Emerald directors from Toronto, or just north of Toronto, Ian and Judy Murray on the call. They've been in this industry for, they'll tell you, but a lot longer than all of us. And they've had quite a lot of success in this industry. And they're Emerald directors, so amazing rank. That's higher than any rank in Africa at the moment. So I'm really privileged to have you guys on the call. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to jump on with us. And I know a lot of people on this call are super excited to learn from you guys. So let's go.
You're good.
You're good. Well, hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I think we're having a few technical issues, but and happy Father's Day.
Yes, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yeah.
You're on
mute, Oliver.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry, like somebody's on Zoom right next to me, and they tuned into their audio, so it was a little bit like.
Yeah, it's okay. It happens.
Okay, cool stuff. So I'll hand it over to you guys.
Okay,
great.
thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here, and really the theme of our talk today is the power of testimonials. And early last week, we launched a Facebook page called GPG, What's Your Story? And the reason we call it What's Your Story is that we've always used that when we meet someone we haven't met before, just as an icebreaker. We always say, hey, what's your story? And, we get people talking and they'll tell us about themselves. And it allows us to get an insight of maybe their hot buttons or what we could steer that conversation towards. But it comes down to learning how to do a testimonial in 60 seconds. And,
when we first got started in this industry, this was a long time ago. And I don't think you were born, Oliver. But when we had two small children at that time, and, we were barely making it paycheck to paycheck. It was really financially very, very difficult for us. And we were looking for a way out. We were looking at a way to make some money, but we didn't have money to invest in anything. And we were a little lost financially. And I'll never forget this. And this is the power of a testimonial, of a simple testimonial, not going into the product and what the product does and, the award-winning products and the whole background. And, you don't talk about the opportunity either. And this was what got us really excited about our future, really excited about an opportunity in the network marketing industry. My cousin, who was the messenger, who had zero credibility with us, and I love her to bits, but she didn't know really anything. She had not been involved in the industry. She was driving a beat-up car. She didn't have any money. And she approached us for 6 months with marketing plans and all kinds of complicated things. And we just didn't get it. It didn't excite us. 6 months later, she called and she said, I'm going to drive up to your house. I want you to take a look at a video. And I promise you, if it doesn't excite you or explain everything and answer all your questions, I promise I'll never bug you again. Because she'd been bugging us for 6 months and it got to a point where she was really becoming a pest. And she knew it. So all she did, she walked through the door October 4th, 1988. That's the date. And she didn't say much. She just said, I won't stay long. I know, you agreed to see me. I just want you to look at this video. She pressed play. And Ian and I sat there. There's a little more to the story, but I'm trying to keep this short. And on this video were people giving their testimonials on stage, and this is what changed our life. Hi. My name is Andrea Cross from Coral Springs, Florida, and I used to clean houses for a living. A very dear friend of mine introduced me to this amazing product, and now I'm sharing it with other people, and now I'm making $10,000 a month, and I have people cleaning my house. Bang. Yeah. That was it. And that's what got us.
We looked at each other and said, hey,
we're doing this.
We're doing this.
That's all we had to know. We didn't know how we were going to do it. We didn't know much about the product, except it was a good one. And you were sharing it with other people. So there was a need. People were buying it. People were making money. The next testimony was, hi, my name is Joe, and I drive a truck for a living. And, a very dear friend of mine introduced me to this product. And hey, now able to cut my hours, and I'm taking great vacations. Took them on a cruise last year. Love the product. It's totally changed my life. That's it.
Yeah.
People, and if you listen to Sandy Chambers' Momentum talk on a testimonial, your story, people will never remember the ingredients, the product, the marketing plan. We never, ever, ever go through the marketing plan. When we're talking to someone or showing them the business, I don't talk about the opportunity. I mean, we'll mention there's an opportunity, but I don't go through the marketing plan because it goes right over their head. They'll never forget, or they'll never remember. But the thing is, people want to know that they can do it too. You keep it short, you keep it sweet. So that day for us, we said to each other, we're going to do this. We have to learn how. We have to learn about the product, learn about the opportunity. I don't know how long it's going to take us to earn $10,000 a month, but we're going to do this, and we're going to figure it out, and we're going to learn. So it's the feeling people have. How do you make people feel? Do you get them excited when they leave you? So why don't you talk a little more about how to give a testimony?
Well, I mean, what we did is we didn't have our own story, so we used actually other people's story. We used the Crossman story about that. People couldn't believe that there was actually something like that where you could earn income, because I mean, at the end of the day, people want to know, what do I have to do, and is it going to be worth my time? And if you can align yourself with incredible products that we have with Jeunesse, and I mean that's just a given, and then your company is solid. So we're as Paula Pritchard has always taught us, we are storytellers, and you need to tell the story, and you need to tell your story, because people want to know, why are you doing this, and what results have you seen? And so I mean, I just want to go segue to this Facebook page, because we now have a place where under the GPG, what's your story, you can send potential prospects to that page. Just ask them to join, you send them there, and you know what? They're going to see lots of different testimonials from product to business. And maybe one of them is going to really resonate, because maybe you're too close to them.
Like my cousin was.
My cousin was. It was a third party person that we had never met, that we saw on a video, that got us into this industry and changed our life.
So that's why it's really important to use the tools. The less you say, the better. And what is so important is your background.
Yeah.
Your name. Hi, I'm Carol Brown, from Toronto, and my background is I'm a nurse, or I'm an emergency room nurse, or I'm a dentist. Or your background is critical, because that testimonial can be shared with other people, and they'll say, oh my God, there's a testimonial there on GPG, and this person she was a dentist, or she was a nurse, or she was a school teacher. I have to show that. So the background is important. So hi, my name's Carol Brown. I was a dentist, or I'm a dental professional, and I was looking for secondary residual income, because if anything ever happened to my hands, or I'm having back issues, I don't earn an income. Good friend of mine introduced me to this incredible company, this multi-billion-dollar company, and with great products. And I decided to get involved. And it has been so unbelievable. The passive residual income has totally changed my life. So I am actually making money 24 hours a day. Took my family on a cruise. It's been the best decision I've ever made. The end. So you see, we never go into the product or the if we do,
not initially.
Not initially. No. But if they say, tell me more, that sounds exciting, I'll say, I keep it real short. I just give bullet points. And all I say is, we've done $5 billion in 8 years. Isn't that unbelievable? We're getting massive positive media attention. And we're Company of the Year award alongside Google and Sony. Listen, I'm going to send you some information. I don't want to overwhelm you, but I have a couple of videos that are going to knock your socks off.
If you're sitting down with someone, you know, if Judy and I, if I was sitting down with Judy, because we do a lot of one-on-ones where we'll sit down, we'll get to know that person. In that conversation, I would say, hang on. And let's say Oliver was my sponsor. I would say, hang on, you've got to talk to this guy. Oliver, he's incredible. He's burning it up.
Oh, the dance story.
His story is amazing. Just hang on. And I would call Oliver and I say, Oliver, I'm sitting with Judy Murray here. She's really sharp. Listen, can you just tell her what happened to you? Boom.
Let me tell you.
And then Oliver just he tells his story, because you know what? It's third party.
And it's so
third party.
simple.
And you know, guys, it works. It works. It's so duplicatable. And I mean, we sponsored an individual in another company, and we would do 10 to 12 three-way calls with him every day. And he would just say, hey, I'm sitting with my buddy. Can you just tell him what has happened to you? Boom, boom. And what happened was he built an amazing business. And guess what? Everyone that he sponsored did the same thing. And he built a massive team on third-party testimonials. Now, we can do it through phone, but you know what we're doing as well through that Facebook Live, or I should say a GPG, What's Your Story? We're going to have a library of videos. In fact, I'm doing a live one. I'm doing a live one, a split screen Facebook Live on Tuesday, and we'll pin that for a week. So we're going to be taking one distributor every week, highlighting them for a week, pinning them at the top of the page with anywhere from a 6 to 9 minute What's Your Story testimony, a little more in depth. In fact, Judy's going to be doing Oliver in 2 weeks, so you'll be able to hear that one. I've got Dr. Tina McGarris I'm doing on Tuesday, and then I know Carrie's doing Krista Loughlin the following, and the third week Judy's going to be interviewing Oliver, What's Your Story?
So think about the backgrounds. Krista will be interviewed, and Krista is a massage therapist. She's also lost a ton of weight on Zen Body. So, you know, how many massage therapists do you know? And then Dr. Tina.
She's a professional athlete.
She's a professional athlete. Tina is also a doctor. She's a podiatrist, a foot doctor. So how many doctors, foot doctors, chiropodists do you know?
Or anyone in the medical industry.
Or anyone in the medical industry. She has enormous credibility.
You know, we learned a long time ago, one of the things that was really an advantage for us to build a business is you have your events. And we always learned that when you take your guests to an event, the first thing you do is you introduce them to the speaker, because that is just sort of key, it locks them in. And then you introduce them to people with similar backgrounds, because the first thing that a guest is going to feel when they walk into a room where they don't know anyone, is there anyone with my background doing this? And if so, are they successful? And so if you've got, you know, a teacher, a nurse, someone that's working 9 to 5, a stay-at-home mom, whatever.
Their backgrounds are critical.
Their backgrounds are so critical. Then if you know what other people's backgrounds are, then you are a connector. You can connect these people with people who have a similar background. And you know what? That is 90% of the hurdle of getting someone to listen to what you have.
And after, you know, I give my very short testimonial, I'll always go back to that person and say, well, you know what? Tell me a little bit about you. What are you looking for? Always ask that question. Well, you know, tell me a little bit about you if you don't mind. You know, what are you looking for? What are you looking for, Joanne? They might say, well, I'm not looking for anything. Then don't waste your breath. Or they might say, well, you know what? I'm looking to make some extra income, or I'm looking to quit my job, or I'm looking for financial freedom. But Ian and I, that's one question we always ask. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Oliver. What are you looking for? You know, what, you know, in a business, you know, or another good question is, you know, what do you do? And then they'll tell me, and I'll say, well, if you keep doing what you're doing over the next 5 years, you know, will that drastically change your life for the better? I love that question. So, I mean, you know, give your quick, short testimonial. And if you don't have one, a success story, that's where the Facebook testimonials will really come in handy. You're a teacher? Oh my gosh, you've got to see this testimonial and this teacher. and then you play it for them on your phone and let them look at it.
And you know, you don't underestimate your where you are right now, because you've made a decision to get involved with Jeanette. So you have a testimonial. Something took you from what you were doing to getting involved in Jeanette. So there was a change in something, and you just need to tell that story. And, you know, you may not, you know, you may feel, hey, I'm not a diamond yet, or like I haven't been able to leave my career yet. It doesn't matter. You made a decision to get involved with Jeanette. Why? Because that's what people want to know. So the first thing you do is you know, what's your name? What's your background? And why Jeanette? Why did you get involved with Jeanette? And what's happened? Maybe you've got some product experience. Maybe you just love the product. Maybe you're looking at to supplement an extra $300 or $400 or $500 a month. Whatever it is, don't underestimate, because that's the power of a testimonial. Because you know what? It's your story.
Stories sell. Stories really sell. So, you know, keep it short, keep it sweet. And if someone says to you, well, you know, how much money have you made? Well, I never get that question. But if they say to you, you know, how much money have you made? Usually they ask you that question if your posturing isn't strong enough. You know, you have to be very confident and very excited. If you do get that question, well, how much money have you made? Or have you made any money yet? If you have, fantastic. Say, yeah, say, it's been so amazing. I was able to pay off my mortgage, or I was able to pay, you know, make a few car payments. It's going up. Or if you're just getting started and they say, have you made any money yet? I always suggest that people say, you know, don't lie. Always say, oh my gosh, I'm just getting started. Or if you've been in it a while and you haven't made any money because you haven't maybe been taking it seriously, or you haven't been consistent or coachable, you might just, and you've decided, okay, now is my turn, I'm getting serious. Your answer should be, you know what, I'm just starting now to take it very seriously. The timing wasn't right for me before, you can say, or the timing is right for me right now, and I'm now starting to take it seriously, because the timing in getting involved with this company is perfect. They're growing rapidly, and I am on the move. I am building a successful team. Even though you don't have a team yet, that's a great answer.
So if you haven't checked out the GBG What's Your Story Facebook page, I encourage you to check it out. Some great testimonials, and we'd love to see yours there. I mean,
get yours up.
Get yours up. Just do a quick little video. It's like 1 minute. 1 minute. Your name, your background, and what's happened to you.
And you can just say, hi, my name's Carol. You know, my background is I'm a teacher. I got involved because I wanted residual income. I wanted to actually have a tax write-offs, which we have in North America here. I don't know if you have it there, but we get to have tax write-offs. And it has been so incredible. I got my first check and I was able to make a car payment. Or, you know, over the last 6 months, I was able to save all my checks from the company. And, you know, I took a cruise. It has been amazing. The products are that good. I always say that. Yes, our products are that good without going into them. So those are some bullet points. I hope they help you. But please, please go to the Facebook, What's Your Story? Look at the testimonials and start showing people those testimonials. And get your own up there as well.
And as a group, part of Oliver's team, all of you should know each other's background.
Yeah, and stories.
And be able to use each other to help build your team, because each of you have a story, each of you have a varied background. And so as you go out in the marketplace and are looking to add people to your team, there are people within your team right now, with Oliver's team, that probably have a similar background of an individual you are maybe prospecting right now. So remember, people like to associate with people that have a similar interest or similar background. And so, you know, this is why it's so important to understand.
It's common ground.
Common ground. When you do your testimonial, your name, your background, and what's happened to you. So, Oliver,
back to you.
I don't know if you want to open it up for some questions. Maybe?
Yeah, firstly, I just want to say that was unbelievable content. So thank you so much, guys, for sharing. I hope all of you took a lot of notes. I've taken a whole bunch of notes. I'll share it on the group for you guys. So yeah, this is the Facebook page.
It's fabulous.
GPG, What's Your Story? All you need to do is go to that page on Facebook and request to join. It was 100 members about 4 days ago. It's already at 2:15. This is awesome. So let's try get this thing to 1,000.
Yeah.
As possible. So everyone needs to be on this page. I'm going to share a screenshot of this on the WhatsApp groups as well as the Facebook page. And then, I would just like to say, I mean, we started a 90-day run, and really what we're doing is this, because the 90-day run blitz groups that we've created, where you have no more than, between 1 and 5 people that you're helping to get to Sapphire, that group is specifically for the leader in the group to schedule 3-way calls with whoever's on that group. And what you do on a 3-way call is get third-party validation. That's exactly what a 3-way call is for. It's for you to basically tell a story about somebody in your upline and then get that person on a call and sit back and let your upline share their story, their testimonial of how the business has worked for them. And that is exactly what we're doing here. So it's extremely...
Oliver, sorry, may I interrupt you for one moment, if I may, please?
Yeah, sure.
What's the most important part of what you just said is the very end, is your upline or your support team will turn around and give you credibility. They'll say, you know what, I just want to say, it was nice meeting you. You couldn't have picked a better person than Oliver. He is so fantastic. He's a great leader, and I'm really excited to be working with him. He's building a very successful team. That's what your upline support team does, is they turn around and give you credibility. That is the most important part of a three-way call, because that person on the other end of the line may not know you well, or maybe they know you too well. And, and the upline will turn around and say all good things about you. So the person that you have on the line will say, wow, I didn't know that about Oliver, or wow, he's building a successful team, or wow, he's a leader. Wow, I want to be part of that team. So that is the most important part of doing a 3-way call.
Yeah.
Sorry, Oliver, back to you.
No, it's fine, and great point that you made there. So yeah, guys, so get on there and go look. And I mean, I'm looking through the page now as we speak. There's a lady that's talking about Zen Project 8. There's people that are talking about the business. So basically, even product testimonials are here for customers, right? So just have a look through this page and go watch these testimonials, because what will happen is you'll watch some of these and then you'll be like, oh, well, I know somebody who's actually, this person would be the perfect person to show this video to. And that's a lot more powerful sometimes than sending anything on the company or the product, right? So use them. And I mean, here's a great example. I've been working with this guy from Israel. His name is Oran. And this guy has been scheduling 3-way calls with me every single day. Today we did two 3-way calls. Yesterday I did 3 3-way calls. He's 2 people away from Jade. He's been working in the business for a week. I mean, that's an example of somebody who's just using, and all he's doing is leveraging my time. And it's amazing. Yeah, and it's amazing how when you offer your time to people, only a few people are asking for it. And I mean, literally, you have somebody who's saying, a lot of people on this call will know. I think Karen has set up 3 3-way calls with me, and all 3 have joined. So she has 100%.
Yeah, I mean, they're the way to build a team. I mean, and it's duplicatable, because your whole purpose on a 3-way is to tell your story and then to edify the person who initiated the 3-way call. And so, I mean, how many of those a day can you do? And especially if you've got your team focused on that, and it's so duplicatable. Yep,
100%.
And Oliver, can I just add one more thing too? I know we wanted to keep this call short, but if you have a group of people in a room, be it a conference room, your living room, and utilize the Zoom, utilize this platform, because you can Zoom us in, you can Zoom Oliver in, you can Zoom Paul and Kathy in, you can Zoom us in, and we'll do the same thing. We'll do the same thing in a group. We'll say, well, thank you, everyone. You couldn't have picked a better person than Oliver. And so we're giving him credibility from this huge room of people. So, really, you get the biggest bang for your buck if you fill a living room, or you fill a room and you have Paula or Kathy. I mean, oh my gosh. Or ourselves. Or Oliver, or someone, Zooming in, or even, Carrie Dean. But let us know. We're here to help you.
Because, especially if you're you're in South Africa, and all of a sudden, oh, my business partners from Canada are going to call at 8 o'clock. People are going to, what? Yeah, this is a global business. And all of a sudden it makes it bigger than you know, your living room, bigger than your street, bigger than your country. People start saying, wow, this is a serious business. And, you know, you come on and, you know, we're 5-6 minutes. That's it. Boom. And we turn it back to, or less, and turn it back to that individual. And what they just saw, I said, you know, I can do that.
Are there any questions? Did you want us to take questions, Oliver?
Yeah, guys, we're going to open up for questions now. So if you have any, just unmute your mic or type in the chat box. And just before you do, I just wanted to say the next step is go take action immediately. Don't think about joining this group tomorrow. Join now. It takes 2 seconds. Get on your phone, search for it, and join the group. And then make a testimonial video. And like Judy and Ian have said, it's literally just 1 minute. Hi, this is my name, this is my background, and this is why I joined Jeunesse, and where you see it going, or why, you know, why you joined the business. So just share that. Like, and even if you haven't got a story yet, it's very inspiring, because most people don't even have the courage to ever, you know, start something and walk down this sort of road. So it's, you know, you should make a testimonial video from day one. So if you haven't made one, we would all appreciate it if you made one and put it on the group. So yeah.
That's great, Oliver. And you want people to, after they look at your testimonial, go, wow, I got to join this company.
And think about this, guys. You know, if let's say I was prospecting Judy and she knew me before, I may not have that much credibility. But then I said, listen, go to this Facebook page and look at my testimonial. All of a sudden she says, you got a testimonial on the Facebook page? So what it does, it gives me more posturing, gives me more credibility, because I have a testimonial on this page with other people. And so it just makes it a bigger picture.
And the thing is, it doesn't have to be perfect.
No.
It doesn't have to be scripted. Speak from the heart. And, you know, get excited. Just remember, name, background, and maybe where you're from. And, you know,
1 minute.
And yeah, I mean, you can do it in 1 minute. So, I mean, and it doesn't, my very first Facebook Live, my very first Facebook Live, I had to do it in my bathroom because I had too much noise in my house with workmen there, and I dropped the phone by the toilet. I mean, that was my very first one. So, you know, you pick it up and you go, whoops. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. So relax, speak from the heart, and you'll be fine. Back to you, Oliver.
Any questions, guys, before we end the call?
This platform questions here, or unmute self. Okay, that's yours.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to ask a question, you've got Ian and Judy on the line. Ask now or forever hold your peace.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. I think we're good.
That's very straightforward.
Yeah, very straightforward.
Very straightforward. Okay, cool. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'm going to stop the recording now. I'll put this up online for 7 days only. So tell your team that they have 7 days to watch this. And then, we'll be doing hopefully another call next Sunday. I'll post details, and I've created a Google Calendar just so everyone knows, with all the event details for the team, so everyone can see what's happening in one place. And I've created a new getting started checklist as well, which I've shared on the Facebook pages and stuff. So if you want to have a look, go have a look. And then, thanks for joining the call tonight, and happy Father's Day to all the daddies out there.
Great. Thank you, Oliver. You're the best. Thank you.